go live now to Troy Kless, who's speaking to folks in the area who have dealt with this all morning. Troy.
There's every now and then disasters, problems. Companies don't want this either. It's a lot of bad press, a lot of problems. So like, it's normally not a big deal, and we back up. My backyard is on the pipeline, and it's nice, quiet neighbors.
Is your house smoking? Is there any danger that your house will be on fire?
I don't know. If it dies down, I'll be okay. If it stays active, if the grass fire keeps coming up, I might have a bad night. We'll kind of figure that out. First step was get the dog out.
Have you had any issues in this area before?
Not here. Like, there have been the big fires that big media's covered, but the ITC fire in 16, 18, something like that.
How were you alerted today?
Deer Park has a great like red alert messaging system. Their text message, their phone calls are fantastic. So we got that within 5-10 minutes.
You got a text.
We got a text and a phone call, and then that let us know to come get on live streams, watch all the different news channels, whoever's flying the chopper at the moment, to kind of keep an eye on things.
What do you know about maybe when you can return to your home?
No idea. That's why I wanted to get the pup out, wanted to get some medication just in case we can't get in tonight. I would expect we get in soon, tonight, tomorrow, but no idea when.
I can feel it, but for the viewers, talk about what it feels like out here right now.
Tense, stressful.
The heat.
I mean, it's standard Houston heat. It's a little bit warmer here than it normally would be, but not comfortable.
What do you think about the first responders down there trying to save homes?
I appreciate all the work they're doing. They're definitely doing hard work. It's not a fun job to go be that close to a whole bunch of dangerous stuff. That's a hard job.
Have you talked to any of your neighbors?
I've texted a few. Some of them, they were, kind of forced out earlier. So trying to get updates to figure out, make sure the dog was okay.
Do you have some place to go if you cannot return home tonight?
We got some family over in Pearland. So worst case, we go over to their house and that'll work out.
How concerned are you that your house will be in some way damaged?
Less than some of my neighbors who are closer. Since I'm only about halfway up, it's a little bit less risky for me.
Can you
but it's not great.
Can you talk about what's going on down further up the hill?
All right. Okay. Sorry about that. So we just heard from a resident who just got left back to get their dog from their home, and you could just hear, he sounded pretty calm given the situation here. So, but I do again just want to bring you because we've been hearing from so many neighbors here in this community, and I'm speaking with Chandra, who again, you told me that you live close by, just again
a few houses away from the park, about 7 houses away from the park.
Okay, and just describe, so you were home at the time, just tell us what happened.
I was home, doing last minute cleaning and stuff before I go to work, and my husband called me, and we were talking on the phone, and I told him I heard a loud noise in the back of the house, and then I was like, maybe there's some truck or something there, because they usually do some sort of work in the back. And he said, that's not good, you should go look and see what's going on. And I went out there and I looked, and when I saw the fire, I got so scared. I had never been panicked like that before. And then I start screaming, and I run to the front door, and I run out to the street, and then I just saw everybody else, all the neighbors, and everybody's on the street running, and they're saying everybody's saying evacuate. There's
a very intense moment. One thing that we've noticed being out here is some people could literally feel the heat. Can you describe what that felt like?
Oh, it was very hot. Like I felt like, I don't know, it's like a big ball of fire, like coming close to you, like you're standing like in front of an oven, or like a big oven or something. Like that's how hot it was. Like you feel the heat coming.
So you were home at the time, but you and the rest of your loved ones are okay. What about your neighbors in the area?
When I came out on the street, I saw everybody else was coming out, and then there's the one lady next to me. She's an elderly lady, so I was like trying to call my son because he just left and tell him don't come home. There's the fire happening by the house. And then another neighbor said she gonna go check on that lady next to me to see if she's okay, because I think she lived there by herself. But I'm just praying that everybody, is okay and all the house is fine.
How concerned are you for your home being that close?
I'm very scared. Like, I'm very concerned and scared, not only for mine but for everybody else that's in the neighborhood.
Living here a long time, we were just talking to a man who says, you live in this area, so you understand that there are pipelines back there, and you live on the side of the street that's closest to the pipeline.
Yes, I do. I do live there.
So how concerned are you just, with this happening, do you always have that level of concern that something like this could happen?
I never really thought about it. I never pay attention to, because we moved here about 10 years now, and we used to live in New Jersey, so I don't know anything about, those kind of things in the back there. And it never really crossed my mind, so now I'm second guessing it. So.
How concerned are you? What message, if any, do you have to the people that operate that pipeline?
I don't know. I don't know what to say at this time. I don't know. I just feel very scared right now. I don't know.
Chandra, I just want to say thank you so much for sharing that experience. We're glad that you were home by yourself, but your family is okay.
Yes, everybody is okay. Thank God.
Thank God. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Chandra. We appreciate it. And that's just, just a piece of how these residents are feeling right now. Again, watching and waiting to see what impact this fire could have to their homes. So we'll send it back to you guys here and leave you again with this image here of the fire continuing to burn right now.